Hello, I'm Tim Wilde, and these are my wild thoughts on Zack Snyder's Justice League. I'm having to look at the title page to remember it because this is also the Zack Snyder Justice League. I'm sorry. Even though everyone says this is the Joss Whedon version, this is now the Zack Snyder cut. No, that's not the Zack Snyder cut. That's the Zack Snyder's remake. This was his movie just as much as that was his movie. I'm sorry, you can't take someone and give them the last 10%. Joss Whedon came on to finish this for the 10% of the movie because Zack Snyder had to leave the project because he had family things going on. His daughter died or whatever, and there was some other rumors about other problems in the studio and everything with him. Whatever, that stuff doesn't matter. The point is that Joss Whedon came in to finish the movie and go through all the studio notes that they had, make it more colorful, make it more funny, all that stuff, all the correction they were trying to do to make it more like a Marvel movie. Zack Snyder's vision was compromise. He wanted to do it from a 3-movie to a 2-movie to a 2.5-hour movie, and the studio kept saying no, shorter, down to 2 hours, which is what we got. Now, everyone had a big petition because they didn't like this, that they said, I want to see the Zack Snyder cut, because there were all these rumors that there is a cut. Well, we didn't get the Zack Snyder cut. The Zack Snyder cut wouldn't have been completed, and it would have been similar to this, but I'm sure it wouldn't have had as much as the flair and all the same sequences that we saw. This is a remake. This is this is Zack Snyder taking, 3 or 4 years, whatever it's been, and contemplating and reviewing all of the criticism and all of the issues that there were with the movie that everyone pointed out, and fixing it with $300 million, whatever he was given, to put it on HBO. And I'm sorry, but you can take any movie and look at it 3 years later and reflect on it and go back and fix it with all the things that everyone hated. You could take $300 million, throw it at Bryan Singer, and say, go fix and redo the last bits of Superman Returns, and he would go back and he would change that. There wouldn't be as much of the emo Superman stuff, a little more action with Superman maybe. You'd have some more sequences with him saving people and more a little more fight with him and Lex at the end, more than just the climax of him throwing the continent. He would have taken out the little story arc with the little kid. And then everyone would say, wow, they say Bryan Singer is a genius and he finished the most amazing Superman movie ever. No. We have Superman Returns, and that's what it is. And we complained about it, and that's what it is. Everyone complained about this, and this is what it is. Just because you threw $300 million and said, hey, go back and look at it and do what your vision was, doesn't change the fact that he was responsible for this. I'm sorry. It's a remake. It's an absolute remake. Anyway, do I like it? Superman is not Superman. I've still not seen Henry Cavill. I haven't seen him play Superman. He's on my wall, but whatever. I'm still waiting for that. I don't think it's ever going to happen. Not in this Zack Snyder universe. I don't care about these characters in this universe. I like the casting. I like Aquaman. I like Diana. I like Flash. I love that he had something to do in this movie besides push the truck out of danger. Batman's awesome. Cyborg, I don't care about Cyborg. I'm sorry. They tried so hard to get me emotionally invested in this character, and it's just not going to happen. The story, the stuff with him and his father, actually all of them had something with their father. Henry with his fathers, they had to mention both of them. Cyborg and his father, Batman and his parents came up once. Aquaman and his father, Diana and her father and mother, and Flash and his father in prison. None of those connected because you're trying to show flashbacks of movies that don't exist. You can't have a 4-hour movie because you're trying to put a real movie and then a whole bunch of extra sequences of things that we were supposed to have already seen. Do them individually and then set it up so we actually care about this team. I don't care about this team. I'm sorry. The action was cool. It was good to look at. It was a lot of fun sequences, a lot of great moments with Diana fighting Steppenwolf was really awesome. Steppenwolf fighting and the Parademons fighting all the Amazonian women. That was cool. It was the first time too. Batman and the Batmobile was super awesome. Cyborg, it's fine. Flash moments were really awesome. I enjoyed every time Flash did something cool. I liked it. I wish, when we won't, but I really wish we would have had a Flash movie, solo movie. Would have been awesome. And Superman's return was it wasn't earned to die, and so you can't glorify his death at the beginning of this movie because you were so quick and cheap to throw it out there the first time. And I'm sorry, guess what? That was 100% Zack Snyder. He did Batman versus Superman, and then he just crucified Superman at the end, did the burial, and tried to have us care about it, but it was just thrown out so quickly. It was so not earned. We never got to see Superman being actual Superman, a real hero to the people of Earth, and then he kill him, and we're supposed to be invested, heartfully. No. We're not. And so when they try and dramatize it, how many people it is, the impact and the effect from his cry, no, how everyone heard and responded to that and the boxes reacted to that, you didn't earn it the first time, so you can't just make it all dramatic this time and make me care, making me feel like these characters care. I don't. Anyway, I don't know. It was fun to look at, but that's not enough to make a good movie. If you thought this was a really good movie, and even though it had no discipline in the editing and it was just way too bloated, you had long sequences of Batman hiking over an icy mountain on a horse to go have a conversation with Aquaman that we had in 2 minutes in this version, just because you wanted to see how extreme he was in getting there. You know what? We already saw that in Batman Begins. And why did he have to go up the icy mountain on foot? Was because we wanted to show his determination. He had to prove himself and discipline himself to as a demonstration for the League of Shadows. That wasn't the case here. It was just to show that he could get into a place that no one else could because of the storms. Who cares? A long setup for all the terrorists murdering all the guards in the lobby of the museum, where Diane had to come and save them from the bomb. Why do we need that long setup of all the violence? I guess to make it more heavy, but again, we had that same sequence in here. It was 2-3 minutes, you're in and you're out, and it was awesome. We had the same action and everything. It looked better. It's cleaned up a lot nicer. But guess what? You had all that for no reason. None of that had anything to do with the rest of the 6-hour movie that we just watched. All it was to just have a moment for Diana to look at a little girl and look her in the eye and say, you can grow up and be anything you want to be. Well, guess what? I know you want Wonder Woman to be this all-time ultimate hero for girls, and it's awesome, and she should be. And we just finished WandaVision, and everyone's like, wow, she's such an incredible character with a lot of complexity of emotions and life tragedies and everything. But guess what? Wonder Woman can be an idol. She can be a hero. She can be an icon for women and representation. That's awesome. But right here at the end of that sequence where we just had a terrorist using the F word against a bunch of people and they just showed on-camera murders of a lot of people down in the lobby, that's not the moment to have your little, you can do it for the girls. No. Put it in an appropriate place or just put it in her movies. Not like that here. Put it somewhere else where it makes sense. Anyway, I just don't care about this universe, and Zack Snyder is just trying so hard to make us care about it. And if you really, really, really are invested in it, then fine. I don't think you're going to get a sequel. It looks like interesting what they could do, but all we're getting is all this like dramatic, these little flashes and dreams and visions of the apocalypse in the future and stuff, and that stuff is never going to be told. I can't say never. I mean, we never thought we'd see this. But do I care? No, I'll watch it out of curiosity. Obviously, I buy these movies, but it's because I support the franchise. I support the brand. It's not for Superman. I'm just a collector. Obviously, I'm a collector. That's why I have this stuff. I don't know. I don't know why people are so excited about it. Why people cared so much. I don't care about this universe. It's come and gone. It's not that great. Even the solo movies that we'll never get and the ones that we did get are fine on their own. But it's not an established universe that we care about like we did the Marvel universe, and it never will be. Zack Snyder is just trying to hook it into because he's so attached to his the tone that he thinks everyone is just in love with. And if you are, okay, those are just not my heroes. It's not my Superman. And that's not my Batman. My Batman doesn't look right in the camera and say, I'm going to effing kill you, Joker. I love this version of Batman. I loved him in Batman v Superman. I thought it was awesome. I love Ben Affleck as Batman. I think it's great. This is just pushing it. And I know he's like, oh, he's beaten, and this is like at the end of his career and then way in the future, and he's like just broken and snapped emotionally and psychologically. That's not bad. That's not interesting to me. That's not what I want to watch. Anyway, was it good? No. If you liked it, again, it's like those Transformers movies, a lot of great spectacle, a lot of action, a lot of fun stuff with your characters on camera. Doesn't mean it's a good plot, doesn't mean it's a good story, doesn't mean it's interesting, and it doesn't mean it's good character development. None of this was good character development. None of it. None of it worked. Cyborg and his father thing didn't matter. Flash and his father thing, that didn't connect because there was like no setup for that. Diana being cut off from and abandoning her people on her island, that didn't make any sense. Arthur, like the whole thing about the trident and stuff, why are we even going there? Because that's all going to be established in his own movie, which takes place later. And then Batman trying to bring everyone together. I like that they took out the drama with him trying to lead the team and all that stuff from this one, from the original, but whatever. And sorry, nothing about the Return of Superman mattered. That Lois Lane all of a sudden, just like Mary coming to the tomb at the resurrection, had to show up with her coffee cups for the morning of his resurrection, and she hadn't been there in a little while. It's just too much. Anyway, didn't like it. Will I ever watch again? No. Do I watch any of these movies? No. I watched Suicide Squad for some reason more than any of these other movies. I never watched the Justice League again, except for with a couple commentaries I've watched, and Batman v Superman again with commentaries. That's it. I've never rewatched. Well, I've watched Man of Steel like once. These are not good movies. I don't care. I don't care. If you liked it, fine. Enjoy those. Enjoy your popcorn movies and your Transformers and stuff, but not for me. These characters have much more potential and emotional depth that we're not getting. That's all.